Okay, and we are going to rock and roll here. So welcome everybody to tonight. Tonight we are going to talk about Facebook and how to grow your business without using any ads using Facebook. I want to introduce a couple of quick people to you. Ryan Begley, and I am looking for Linda here because I'm going to make her JKL. There she is. Linda, I'm going to also make you co-host as well. And so I want to just introduce a couple of quick people. Number one, I want to introduce Ryan Begley. Ryan is my business partner in all of our meetup groups. We have a portfolio of over 60 meetup groups, over 80,000 people inside of there. And also I've got one of my close friends. She also works very closely with me inside of our mastermind coaching program. Coach Linda is on here as well. Ryan also is a part of that mastermind program as well. So here's how tonight's going to work. I am going to go very, very quickly. If you do not know me, I'm going to take 4 seconds to introduce myself just so maybe you will want to get to know me later. My name is Casey Eberhart. I live in Los Angeles, California. I'm an investor. I buy, sell, build, advise, and consult companies. I also not only am I a real estate investor, but I also own a mastermind for business owners called the Platinum Inner Circle. We have many of our Platinum Inner Circle members on here tonight. Super excited that you guys are with us here tonight. Now, I am going to pitch you something. There's nothing for you to buy tonight, so I don't want you to get your feathers all ruffled thinking I brought you here to sell you something. I do want to sell you on the idea of a free event. And that free event is going to take place next Tuesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Ryan's going to drop the link in there. So in the first 5 or so minutes, if you guys would jump over and register for that event, it would be awesome. If you can't make it, don't worry. It just means you'll get on the list for the next one, okay? That event is called Networking Next Level. If you've ever been around me, I try to deliver way more value than you guys will think. Networking Next Level is a brand new event. I've only done it a few times. Therefore, the reason I say that is, it is a great event for you to really learn how to grow your business through building a database and your network, okay? And so I'm not going to pitch you anything else other than to say Networking Next Level. It's a free event. It'll take you guys 8 seconds to jump on there. And if Ryan and Linda, if you guys can help me mute people out, that would be, yeah, there's a ton of people that need muting. Sorry, I can just hear it all. It's changing.
I'm gonna mute all, and hopefully I don't mute you, Casey. I think I'm allowing everybody. I'm gonna unmute you. Casey, you need to unmute yourself. Sorry.
Okay.
Everybody can unmute themselves if you need to pop in or anything. We're just gonna try to keep it nice and clear so we can hear old Casey drop some words.
Thanks, Ryan. So you guys, once you're registered for Networking Next Level, if you would just drop like done in the chat, that way we know you guys are done and set. Like I said, it's a free event. You'll have a blast. If not, you'll just get invited to the next one. But would love to have you join us. So I'm not going to mention a whole lot. Tonight is about Facebook. So here's the deal. I'm going to tell you why this event is even happening. Ryan and I get inundated with questions about how it is that we grow our business using Facebook. About 80% of my income can be tied directly back to Facebook. I buy businesses and consult businesses. Betty, it should not charge you when you sign up. What it is going to do is it's going to give you the free thing, and then it's going to ask you to upgrade for $97 to VIP. You do not need to upgrade to VIP. You'll upgrade that day because it's a steal at $97. So if you want to do that tonight, you can, but you don't have to. Okay, I should have said that up front. So here's the deal. My deal flow in businesses and investments come from Facebook. My Platinum Inner Circle, they are all growing their businesses using Facebook, or that's one of the tools they use to grow their business. And so we had so many questions and so many people ask me day in and day out, Case, I don't know what to do in Facebook. So I said, hey, Ryan, let's put a quick event together. Linda and I talked about it. Linda was like, hey, I think you need to hit this, 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 this. And so here we are. So I'm going to move very quickly. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm very, very conversational. If we've never met before, you guys can break in. Ryan lets you unmute yourself, drop something in the chat. I'm going to answer any question you have on Facebook. Tonight, I'm going to focus on very specifically how to grow your business on Facebook without spending any money on advertising. Okay. Yeah, so it is not really a full 8 hours on. I just saw this in the chat, at least. Thank you. It's going to go from 8 a.m. to about 2 p.m. So it'll be about a 6-hour event. But you will walk out of there with a skill set to make a ton of money and save you a bunch of time. Okay, so yes, it's a dayer. It's a dayer. But if you do the VIP, you get the recordings, and it'll be worth it. So, okay. So I want to set up a couple of things before we get started. And what I thought I would do, I did not practice this. I did not set this up ahead of time. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. And then I'm going to literally, if this works right, I'm going to take my computer right over to my desk here in the hotel, and I'm going to show you exactly what we do. So I'm going to start by saying that you can be on purpose and with intention in Facebook and spend about 15 minutes and be done. And then you can go back to scrolling and looking at all your crap that you're looking at. Okay. So I see all you guys writing done. I appreciate that. That's really awesome. Okay. So I want to start by just a couple of quick couple of things. And this is an equation that we teach and talk a lot about in our mastermind. Okay, our mastermind, and we're going to spend a tiny bit of time talking about it tonight. I don't know if you can see that. I'll go through it really quickly. But it is your network plus your database. If you times and add leverage to that, it equals more sales. Okay, so this is just a framework, an equation that we like to use. So we're asking ourselves, is this something that's building our network? Is this something that's building our database? And then how can we add some leverage to that in order to grow our business? Okay, so tonight we're going to focus primarily on this network piece, just because we don't have a lot of time. I'm going to try to have you guys out of here at the top of the hour. Okay, so my goal is to pack as much as I can in here in a short order amount of time, so that you walk out of here going, oh crap, I didn't listen to them and go register for networking next level up front, so I'll go do it by the end. That's literally my goal. Okay, so check this out, you guys. What we really want to be able to do is talk about Facebook in particular. Now, I'm going to tell you also, everything I'm going to tell you tonight, you could transfer and work and do on LinkedIn. You could do it on, I don't know, you could probably do it on MySpace still if you wanted. You could do this same kind of concept on pretty much any of the social media platforms, okay? So, first thing first, couple of things for context, and then we're going to jump right into this. Number one, in social media, when you log into Facebook, you are playing one of only two roles. You are either a creator or a consumer. Creators make money, consumers spend money. Okay? So if you're scrolling, you're consuming content. If you're creating content, you are widening the audience that you have the ability to talk to. We want to create the algorithm in such a way that it allows your content to be seen by more and more people. Okay? So you're either a creator or a consumer. I want you guys to start off by being a creator. So here's the first thing that you can do. Just get into the habit of the first thing that you do when you log into Facebook before you scroll is you make a post. Now you're creating, and then we're going to go in and we're going to create a DMO. And this is what we're going to spend our bulk of our time on. So a DMO literally stands for, I don't know if this is, these pens are crap, or this one is anyways. There we go. Can you guys see that? Ryan, can you see that? It's pretty, we're going to have to get pretty, okay. So
if you, just to let everyone know, if you put it on speaker view, then you can see it much bigger. If you're on gallery view, it'll be small, but if you go to speaker view, then you can see it pretty well.
Perfect. Okay, thanks, dude. Okay, so what I'm going to give you right now is just a formula that you can do every single day. It's very specific in what it's going to do. Once I get it up here, I'm going to then go and we're going to do it together really quick. I'm going to have you watch me in real time. Okay, now remember that if you understand how Facebook works, it becomes a moneymaker. So Facebook, we rent space on Facebook. We do not own the list. We do not own the groups. We rent space on his platform, okay? So in order to understand how this works, your content is only going to be seen by 1 to 5% of your friends as a profile, okay? So if you got 5,000 friends, you make a post, maybe 200 people are going to see it. So the name of this game is getting your content seen by more and more people. It's why in your newsfeed, when you see it, you say the same 10 people. It's because you have actually told Facebook that you want to see their content. So what we need to do is reverse that, flip on the other side and say, okay, how do I get my content seen by Sharon and by Bonnie and by Michael and by Laura and by Amy and by Anita? And so that's what we're going to really do. We're going to use the strategic plan to get our content seen by more and more people, okay? So we're going to create a DMO. This stands for Daily Method of Operation, okay? And all I'm asking for, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day max. And then you can go back to being a consumer, scroll all you want, post likes, comments, shares, all that crap all day long. But I want you to come at this with at least a DMO, a daily method of operation, okay? So I'm going to go through this daily method of operation, and I'm going to give you the reasoning why I'm doing it this way, because it's very specific and very thought out in why we do it this way, okay? So we first log on to Facebook. What's the very, very first thing that we do? We go to our profile and we post a value post, okay? So value post on our profile, okay? Profile is where you have friends, okay? So there's 3 real things on Facebook. I'm sure you guys all know this, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Your profile is where you've got friends. Your business page is where you've got likes, and groups are where you have communities, okay? So the first thing is that we're gonna make a value post on our profile, okay? Very first thing, a value post is something that is going to either ask a question, give a piece of content, talk about something. It is a post. The more you can get engagement on your Facebook page, the better off you are, okay? So Ryan or Linda, would the two of you just remind me to go through the scoring system at the end if we have time, how I score this whole thing?
Will do.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, so number 1, we are going to go make a value post on our profile, okay? Next up, we are going to comment on all posts and comments from yesterday. Okay, so what you're gonna do, okay? So Julie, groups are communities, okay? So they're just our communities, okay? So you're gonna comment on all of the posts and the comments that were left on your wall from yesterday. Now here's the kicker. I'm gonna ask you to answer with a question. Okay? Now here's why. And you'll see this when we do the demo. When you respond with a question, what happens? If Bonnie leaves a comment saying thanks or great or whatever, and I go back and I say, hey, Bonnie, thanks for commenting. What'd you like best? Question mark. What's going to happen is she's going to get notified that I've tagged her again in a post, and she's going to come back, which means now I've brought her back to my post. Okay. I'm going to, oh, I just found out, literally just found out that an actress in one of my favorite shows just passed away. That's terrible. Damn it. When you ask a question, you're going to be brought back, and that person's going to be brought back, and now they're engaging in a conversation. The more minutes people think that are on your page, the better off you are. The more value you bring to Mark Zuckerberg, the more value you bring to Mark Zuckerberg, the more he's going to show your content to other people. In case you don't know, Mark Zuckerberg is the owner of Facebook. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to answer everything with a question on all of the posts from yesterday. Okay, Now, next up, I'm going to have you go to the group number 1 and group number 2 that you own. Okay. Now, if you don't own a couple of Facebook groups, okay, I highly recommend that you start a couple of Facebook groups. Platinum Inner Circle members, you guys know my whole driver on this. You want to own Facebook groups because they can be great lead generators for your business, okay? Because one of the things you can do is you can ask questions as people come into those groups. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. One of the questions you could ask is, what's your best phone number? What's your best email address? Take those email addresses and then start to communicate and build a conversation with those people, okay? So you're going to go to group number 1 and group number 2 that you own. Okay, now in my case, I own a bunch of Facebook groups, but I primarily run 3. But I'm going to only, for you guys, I'm just going to say group 1 and 2 that you own. Many of you know because you're part of my Expand the Business Facebook group. If you're not and you want to check that out, you can go to joinetb.com and join that Facebook group if you want. But you're going to go to group number 1 and group number 2 that you own. What are you going to do there? First off, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a value post. Value post. Okay. Then next thing you're going to do is you're going to go back and you're going to answer all comments from yesterday with questions. Okay. And you're going to do that in group number 1 and group number 2 that you own. Now, in this case, you've got one more thing that you're going to do after you've posted a value post. Could it be the same post that you made on your page, on your profile wall? Of course it can. Okay. Once you answer all the comments from yesterday and you made a post on the value, now what I want you to do is I want you to send friend requests to anybody that's active. Okay. Send friend requests to posters and commenters. Okay. Now, maximum of this is 25 friend requests a day. Okay. So don't send more than 25 friend requests in any given day. Okay. So across all of this. Okay.
Who am I going to send them to?
You're going to send them to all of the people that either made a post in that group or that left a comment. And Sandy, that's a great question. Here's why. Because we want to be connected to active people on Facebook. We don't want to have a bunch of people that are dead in terms of content, in terms of interaction. So what we're trying to do is what some people do is they'll go to a group and they'll say members and they'll open up and they say 25 friend requests, right? What I want to do is I want to find the people that are actually posting, that are actually commenting, that are actually engaged in the platform. Okay, so I want to do that 25 maximum. Okay.
Excuse me, Casey. So do you mean friend request the members that are in that group that are active and friend them to my personal profile?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, so you're allowed 5,000 friends on your profile. And here's the reason this profile is so powerful. The profile is powerful because it's the one that Facebook gives the most weight to. Okay. So if you are in, it looks like you're in the transformational coaching business, right? So you want to have people following along what you're doing on your profile, and then we're going to invite them to whatever it is to coach with you, right? So for me, right, I do most of my business either through affiliate sales, or I'll invite people to have a call with me, or I'll invite people to come to an event like this. You come to an event like this, I hope you kind of think I'm funny, or you like me, or you get some value out of this. I invite you to another event on Tuesday. On Tuesday, you know how I started out this event? I say, hey, go join this Facebook group. I'm going to say, hey, I've got a mastermind. I'd love to have you join if your business needs some help and you want to grow your business 2, 3, 4x next year. Then let's have a conversation. And then I'll go on to deliver value. So, but the key is what I'm trying to do is ultimately, I'm trying to get your email address. Okay, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to take people from Facebook. Think of it like this. Let's take a quick second and let's take a deep breath because I'm all fired up. Think of Facebook like a big barrel of fish. Okay, your friends, your people that you're in your Facebook groups with, everybody on Facebook, I want you to think of it as a barrel of fish. Your job is to feed and fatten the fish up, right? With yummy, yummy content. You put content in Facebook, yummy, yummy, yummy. The fish eat it. They're really yummy, yummy. They get all fat and they're juicy and they love you and they get the value out of you. They want to hang out with you. They want to know what you're about. They want to know more about you. Then what we're trying to do is we're trying to stick a fish or a net in the back barrel and bring those people out of Facebook onto our database, or bring those people out of Facebook into a call with us. So then we can have a conversation to see if what we serve them with is of value to them. Okay, so I should probably say, some of you have heard my 5 rules. I never post these 5 things on Facebook. Well, we'll do that at the end. Ryan, just remind me. I'll do this at the end. Okay, so we're gonna do value post on your profile. You're gonna answer all the comments on your profile from the day before. You're gonna then go to group number 1 and group number 2 that you own. In that, you're going to post a piece of value content. Then you're going to answer all the comments from yesterday with questions. And then you're going to send friend requests to those people that are either posting or commenting. Okay? Next up, we're then going to move on to group 1 and group 2 that are filled with prospects. Okay, now if you are a member of the Harley Davidson Riders Association and they are not your prospects, go consume that content and play around when you're done with this. Okay, but this is for groups that your prospects for your business are in. Okay, you should all have probably 2, maybe 3 Facebook groups that you don't own, but that you can post content in. Remember, in these groups, because we don't own them, I want you to play by the moderator and the administrator's rules. Okay, so I am a guy that I play above the board. I don't play in the gray. I have high integrity. I have high honesty. So if somebody says there's never a link posted in that Facebook group, then you know what I'm never going to post? A link. Okay. Now, the funny thing is I have a client, she kept posting links in other people's groups. She got really frustrated. So she actually started her own Facebook group. And here we sit about 3 years later. She's one of our Platinum Inner Circle members. She has over 240,000 real estate agents in her Facebook group. Her email list is over 100,000 people. And that group started with her and her mom. Right? So this is kind of what we do in our mastermind. We grow these things really, really fast. But for now, oh, I forgot the 2 here, sorry. Group number 1 and group 2 that are filled with prospects. And I realized I just looked at that. I couldn't read that if you paid me $5. So I'm telling you what it says. Good Lord. Okay, so what we're going to do here, same thing. We're going to post value. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to answer questions. We're going to answer posts and comments from yesterday with questions. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I want to get real clear. I've got a little bit more space before I think this is that you can see. Let me see if I can move this down. You get one more. I can get one more line on here. What I really want to emphasize is if you really think of Facebook like a giant funnel, a giant group of billions of people, potential customers for you, okay? There are 5 things that I'm going to ask you to never post on, okay? So we'll call these the never 5. You know what's so funny? I'm such good friends with Linda that I'm sure somewhere there is a production note that says, Casey, please get better and new pens by next Tuesday, because these pens suck. I'm the first one to admit it, and it's probably driving her crazy.
You're
right?
such a mind reader.
I know, right? That pen's bad too. looks like that one's better. Okay, so these we'll call the never 5. Okay, so you never want to post about sex, sports, religion, sex, sports, religion, politics, and negativity. Okay, now let me explain this because this always gets people all messed up. Okay, here's the reality. The reality is that your customers, your potential customers, are looking at what you're posting. And if you post about this stuff, what's going to happen is you're not really inviting people to get closer to you. You are only pushing some people away. Okay? If, for example, politics. If you're using Facebook for business and you post about politics, you are angering probably 75% of the Facebook audience. 50% hate you because you're not voting for the guy that they're voting for. Then you've got another 25% that are like, oh, I'm sick of seeing her post about blah, blah, blah. Okay? With religion, you're just not going to change the deity that somebody believed in or not. Okay? So when you post about religion, you're going to attract some people to you, maybe of the same religion faith, but the more likelihood is that you're going to push some people away. Okay, now, right, we're in the middle of Hanukkah, we're in the middle of holiday season, right? So if you want to wish people a happy Hanukkah, I get it. If you want to go on a tirade about it, this is what I say to our mastermind students. As long as you understand the consequences of what you are posting and you are okay with those consequences, post away. But what I find is people know the consequences, but they're actually not okay with the consequences. That's not fair. Okay? But if you want to post about that you love Donald Trump or you love Joe Biden and you're okay pissing off 50% of the people, cool, post away. Just know that that's what you're going to do. Okay? So Bonnie says, what about kids sports? Bonnie, thank you for bringing that up. Sports, that is not as tricky as everybody wants to make it. If you are posting about little Johnny, that's your grandson that hits a home run, post away. I'm all about that. But if you are posting that you love the LA Dodgers or you love the Seahawks or you love, my God, I'm trying to come up with a basketball name. I want to say the Seattle Supersonics, but I don't even think they're a team anymore.
They are. Stick to the Lakers. You know that.
The Lakers, right? Here's the thing. What happens is people are fanatical. And there are people that hate the Las Vegas Raiders, and there are people that love the Las Vegas Raiders. The best example I can give of this is last year I went to a Dodgers-Padres baseball game down in San Diego. I come down here, I'm speaking at a big event, go to the game, 2 people in front of me. One family is Dodger fans. They got their face painted blue. They got the tattoos, the jerseys, the whole 9 yards. The other family, right next to them, were the Padres. Same thing, the cheek face painted, the hair, the plastic helmets that they got nachos in at the last game, whatever it is. I sat and I couldn't even concentrate on the game because I watched these 2 families basically hate on each other. That's what's happening in business. If somebody sees the team that you're posting about and they hate that team, they're not, like, why risk them not doing business with you? And if you go, then they don't want to do business with them anyways. Great. Just don't get mad when you're not doing business on Facebook. Okay? But like Bunny says, if you got a granddaughter that wins like, a gymnastics meet, awesome. Post away. Yeah, does somebody have a question?
I do. Quick question.
Yeah,
when we're responding to their questions, should we be building a relationship?
Sure. But this is the thing, is it's not a relationship in my eyes until they are off Facebook and onto my email list, or they are off Facebook and they are here at an event, right? Like, I'm hoping to be building a relationship with a bunch of you, right? You'll notice that I said a bunch of people's names ahead of time. I want to work with you. My goal is, let me tell you my secret evil plan. My secret evil plan is that you walk away tonight and go, wow, I actually learned something there. I'm going to show up on Tuesday. And then some of you on Tuesday are gonna, oh my God, if this is what this guy is doing for free, I can't imagine what it's gonna be like if I actually join his mastermind, right? And all it really means from my perspective is people that join us in our mastermind, they're gonna get a year. So I'm gonna focus everything I got on people that are not gonna join our mastermind so that you guys walk away with tons of value, so that you'll tell a friend about me. Maybe some of you will go on tonight after we're done and go, oh my gosh, I just met this guy, Casey, and he talked really about how to grow on Facebook. You guys should check him out, right? So I'm looking to build that rapport, that relationship on Facebook until it is appropriate for me to ask you to come off of Facebook and either come to an event or check something else out I'm doing, so on and so forth. So great question, Marla.
Thank you.
Okay, but here's where people mess this up. In my opinion, where people mess this up is they think they need to spend so much more time doing this than actually what's happening. Okay, so this is kind of the gig. You can get through this in about 10 minutes max. Once you are through this, the last thing I'm going to tell you to do, and then I'm going to literally go on Facebook and I'm going to show you very quick in real time how fast this can be on purpose and with intention. And that is, if you are so inclined and you really want to get into this and you really want to geek out on this stuff, I came up with a scoring system. I'm gonna score something for you. By the way, the like button on Facebook, completely useless. If you click like on a post, it doesn't even count as anything anymore. They don't even count it in the algorithm at all. Okay, so anything past the like button count. So so what you'll do is you'll go back like the next day and you'll look at all the posts you made from the day before and you'll score it and give yourself 1 point, okay, for a like. Okay, give yourself 2 points for somebody that leaves a comment, and 3 points if somebody shares your post. Okay, now keep track of those points, and obviously the goal is to always be upping the game of what you're getting in a score. Okay. Lastly, before we do this, there is a site that if you want to remove people that are not active on your Facebook page. So my goal is I go up to 5,000 friends. I then run a report called inactivefriendreport.com. It costs $50. They give me a list of all the people that have not interacted with me over 6 months. I then unfriend about 2,500 of them, and then I rebuild that up to 5,000. Dump it down to 2,500, rebuild it up. So I'm always keeping people that are active. Okay, and you don't have to unfriend your friends and family and your drunk uncle and your ex if you're still stalking him or her or whatever. Okay, now I'll give you one more hint. One more hint that you guys can do to create content that is more interactive or is going to score higher is go to your memories. So I go to my memories almost every day and I scroll through there and I find the one that got the most or the highest score, and I'm going to repost that. Okay, it's the easiest way to do that because remember, Facebook wants you to post content that's interactive. The more they give you to do that, the tools they give you to do that, the better off you are. So use your memories, and if you want to use the memories up here, you can. Now here's the thing. If you just follow this and do this every day, you are going to be light years ahead of your competition. Okay, yeah, Bonnie.
Yes. Is there someplace we can find the memories? I never saw that. I see them come up, but I don't know if there's a way to locate them.
Yep, absolutely. So just when I go into Facebook here in about 2 minutes, just from me, and what we'll do is I'll use my memories to find my value post that we're going to do first.
Okay.
Okay. Jamillionaire. Oh my God, I love that name. That's friggin' awesome. Inactivefriendreport.com. Okay. It's $50. There's a couple of them out there. I just like this one because it's only $50. I happen to know Skylar who owns it. So here's the deal with it. I'm going to give you fair warning. You do have to give them your password, which I never recommend. The only reason I recommend them to our Platinum Inner Circle members is because I know Skylar personally. I would never do this if I didn't know Skylar personally. Okay. And so what I recommend is if Bonnie's going to do it, I'd have Bonnie change your password, go by inactivefriendreport.com. It's $50. give it 24 hours so they can run their port, and then go back in and change your password back to back to a different password. You should be changing your password on Facebook fairly regularly anyways, because as we know, people like to hack it. Okay, so any questions on this before I literally just take my computer, log into Facebook, and rock in and just go through exactly what we're doing here?
Yeah, Casey, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people, well, all my Facebook is just all geared up business. Because sometimes I put things about my kids, if they graduated or did great or something, whatever I posted. So I can look like a normal person to these
Yep.
people. But I see a lot of people right now, if they're walking in the woods, they post. If they're eating, they post. And what is your take about putting so much of you out there, of your family, of your personal stuff? Does that bring more people, or?
That is a fantastic, how do I say your name?
Haneen.
Haneen, thank you. It's a great question. So remember that Facebook is like you're at a backyard barbecue. There's some business and some personal. You got a drunk uncle and you got friends that you're talking about business with, right? The reason that you want to post about your life is that people want to do business with people they know, they like, they trust, and they remember, right? So if you only do business, then nobody has some context outside of what you do from a business perspective. Likewise, if you're only posting about crap you do in your personal life, like you go on a walk and you like pretty birds and rocks, then nobody knows how to do business with you, right? So I think there's a balance. So for me, I try to make my value posts more business. But remember, once I'm done with this, you guys, then you can go fart around and screw around and do whatever you want. I just want you to do this. Like, just do this for 10 minutes. You're light years ahead of everybody.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sandy here. So I have a personal page and I have 2 business page. So would this go on the personal page? Would it go on the business pages, or both, or all 3?
This is extremely, extremely important. Probably the most important thing I can tell you all night. You have to know the difference and use the right language for the right thing. There are 3 different types of accounts in Facebook. You have a profile, which is where you have friends. You have pages, which are likes. And then you have groups. So if you have a business page, right, which is what most people have, Facebook doesn't give a shit about those. Sorry, they don't care about those anymore. Sorry, because you're taking advertising dollars away from them. So if you understand that they're not going to show your business page to somebody because you're taking into their ad revenue. 5 years ago, I was telling you all about pages. Now I go with, secondly, groups are where all the money is. So the reason, so let me just go strategy wise. The reason I do the value post first is because later down the track, we're going to be sending friend requests and we're going to be commenting in Facebook groups. What are people that are commenting in Facebook groups and getting friend requests going to do? They're going to go back to your profile and check you out. Now I want them to know what you do on top of the page. Does that make sense?
Yeah, nobody tells you this stuff. They just say, go create a Facebook business page. You know what I mean?
Yep, I do know what you mean.
And
that's why our mastermind group does really well. So yeah, we'll go Bonnie, and then Anaya. I hope that's how I say it right. So Bonnie,
yeah, no, you're right. So what I get really overwhelmed when it comes to Facebook is like, what should I post that's appropriate for my profile than my reels? Is there a difference between posts and reels? And
no, you could post reels. Reels are just short stories. But the reason, now again, this goes into, I want to make sure I've got enough time to go into Facebook and show you this. Here's my viewpoint on video. My Platinum Inner Circle members right now are rolling their eyeballs because they know exactly what I'm going to say. I couldn't care less about videos on Facebook. They have no value past tomorrow. I would so much rather have you come back and listen to me do this same thing for YouTube and put videos on YouTube where they last forever and they'll drive leads and opportunities for you ever. So personally, I never do reels. I don't do stories. I don't ever post hardly any video on Facebook unless I know I'm posting it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Also, another thing is, like, and then is it appropriate to post like my personal stuff on my business page? And then like,
nobody cares about your business page, right? If you never log into your business page again, let me save you the hassle. I would never post in there again. It's useless. Nobody's looking at those. Nobody is looking at those.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
then-
if you post on Instagram, it'll automatically post to a business page for you. If you use some softwares, you can automatically post to your business page. But like, I have 17,000 likes on my business page. If I post on there and 50 people see it, I'm like screaming, dancing.
And then about my personal profile page, like like, could it be okay if like my content is not consistent?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
because we think that people are going to our profile and reading all that stuff. They're really not. They're being served up in their newsfeed more than anything.
okay.
So we'll go Bonnie, then Marla, and Elise. So if somebody just likes my posting, how should I respond to that? You pretty much can't. I mean, you could theoretically, but don't waste the time. This is about fast to get the algorithm going.
And that's
Cool.
why we like to post like questions, and so that people do actually comment on the post that we make. So that was like the very first thing, make a value post or a question so people engage with it.
Yeah. Thanks, Ryan. We'll go Bonnie, Marla, Julie.
So what's the difference between a profile, a group and a page? I mean, do we have to, is a group
That's
page?
like asking what's the difference between a motorcycle and an RV. A group, a group is a community. So you go to a Facebook group, like Expand the Business is a Facebook group. A business page is just a page that you can like.
Okay, so a group is that something we have to pay for? Is that
No.
we just make it up?
I promise
that
you,
way.
Bonnie, for example, you used to be in our Platinum Inner Circle. Remember how I have this
Yes.
whole place where there's just the Platinum Inner Circle members?
Yeah,
You were in a group.
yeah, okay,
Right? Now, because I control that group, I own that group. When people leave, I can remove them out of that group. I can block them. I can invite them into that group. There's public groups and
Okay.
private groups. Yeah, I could do an entire, we will spend more time on Tuesday next week talking about groups because I'll have more
Okay.
time.
okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So Jamillionaire says, I agree, unless you're a brick and mortar. Business pages have very low engagement. It doesn't matter if you're brick and mortar, they still have low engagement. I would still rather have a pizza parlor, have a Facebook group located for people that are in that community and talk about what's cool and where to eat and what secret locations and all of that kind of stuff and engage the community rather than think that people are going to join and go like a pizza group. Okay. Really what I would do is I spend the energy getting on Google My Business and get on Instacart and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Julie.
Okay, two questions. The first one is that I've had so many different people say that you have to do video, Instagram, which is Facebook, basically the same kind of thing, if you're going to get engagement and you're going to get people. But you're saying really you don't need to, you don't care about video? It's not that
No, I
important?
do care about video. What I don't care about is getting that video on Facebook. What I do care about is getting video on YouTube.
But
So
not Instagram.
again, it's going to depend on what you're trying to do. I'm trying to get them off of social media onto my database. So if I had a way to put that same video that I put on YouTube on Instagram, then yes, I would. So I just started a new series called Pocket Coaching. So I'm going to do these 1-minute quick videos. Okay. So I do it on my phone. The first place it goes is YouTube. The other places it goes, I don't care what because it doesn't last past 2 days from now.
Okay.
We're so addicted to the dopamine hit. Oh, I got 37 likes.
All right.
Right. Where if I put it on YouTube, it lasts forever and it generates leads over time.
They must have changed their thing about wanting 10-minute minimums thing. Okay, the second question is there any way to lock your account or guarantee that it's not going to get hacked or destroyed or have all your people lost? Which has happened to me twice.
Yes, there's an easy way to do that. Don't join. There's no way. There's so much.
Damn it.
I know. There's so much sophisticated software out there. We're all going to get hacked. And here's the thing. If you post about controversy, like all the people that are posting anti-vax stuff and COVID shit, all got locked down. People that were like all Alex Jones, tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theory people, all got shut down. Right? But here's the thing. I've got two people in my Platinum Inner Circle. Many of you know them, Shant Money and Bruce Waterman. Two of the most boring, bland, non-controversial posters on the planet. Both got their pages shut down. Their profiles shut down. Gone like that. No reason.
I didn't get shut down. I got taken over.
Yeah.
So you can see totally different people.
That's why I say change your
name.
That's why I say change your password as often as you
Okay.
can.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the best way. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Marla, and then Jamillionaire.
Okay, my question is, when should we offer should we make our groups public? And how and when should we ask the people to join that?
Often is okay. So first question is, let's answer public, private. I would always go public group because Facebook will promote them. If you go private, Facebook will not suggest it. So you can always take a public group private, but you can never take a private group public. Okay, so like Expand the Business, we started as a private group. It was a stupid mistake. I would never do that again. My Real Estate Investor Network group, public group. Why? Because I want Facebook to promote it.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. So you guys, what I want to do is I want to spend just a couple of Facebook things. Let's just go in and we'll just play this. We'll play this together. Now you guys are going to see my hotel room and how janky it is in terms of what we got going here. But hopefully you can see this. So we're just going to log.
And I know Casey's logging in right here, so I want just to represence the efficiency of what we're doing, right? This is a daily method of operations, 10, 15 minutes. It's strategic. It's logging in, 10, 15 minutes, in, out. So that's what I just want to presence again, what this is about. From after this 15 minutes on, what you do with the day in Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, up to you. But this is a strategic 10 to 15 minutes daily method of operations to grow the business, and it works.
And thank you, Ryan, for that. I'm gonna go very quick. And what you guys are gonna see is that I am not paying that close of attention to what's actually being done. I am going quantity, not super long quality at this moment. Okay. What types of groups should we set up? At least come back on Tuesday. I'll spend more time on groups on Tuesday. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock into Facebook here, and I'm just going to show you guys like in real time. I'm going to spend just a couple of minutes, and we're going to do exactly what I talk about. Okay. So first thing we got to do, what do we do? First thing up on the list, I go value post on my profile. So I go to memories right here. I think, Bonnie, you were asking me where memories is. Right here, I go to memories. I'm going to open it up. It's going to pull up all my memories. Okay. Okay, so here are my memories. Okay, so this is how I look at it. 11 comments on this one. Gary V, 11 comments, 66 others. Okay, so this is a good example. Most of you know Gary V, so I go this, I copy this, I go here, I'm gonna save the image as this. Okay, so it's on my desktop. I go back here. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to my profile and we're gonna make a value post. Okay, you'll notice, by the way, I didn't even remember what wrote, hang Gary V, hanging with Gary V. This was a few years ago. The hilarious thing about this pic is that he was following a bunch of my stuff and was making fun of me having a bunch of pictures of my mouth on, so he did one together. Okay. So I can go in here. Here's the picture. Boom. It's there. Okay. Value post here's now. When somebody asks me where it can post on your page, this is my page. I just tell it to post here as well. I don't really care about the page, but it's one click, so it's easy. I don't really care. Okay, so here's my profile page. Here's the post that we just made. Okay, so I look on my list. What's next? Come on down all posts and comments from yesterday. Answer with a question. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to see. Okay, so I made this post earlier because I'm involved with a music label and I'm looking for artists right now that are getting screwed over by Spotify. So I posted this. Snoop Dogg said that he got 1 billion streams on Spotify. He received less than 45,000. Okay. Looks like 2 people commented on it. Oh no, shared this. Okay, so I'm going to skip the shares for now. Okay. Now, this was a post about whatever. This was a post about whatever. Okay, here's a post I made the other day. And now we're going in here and we're going to comment. Does anybody know how a teleprompter? Okay, so what I'm going to do, Casey, have you tried using V? Okay, actually I use NVIDIA. Okay, so I'm going to go here. No, I haven't. Do you have an okay question? He wrote again. I already responded to Perry Belcher. Nope, everything is off the dome. LOL. I hear ya. What is on your dome tonight? Okay, come back here. Vinny Mo has a you might want to try that. Again, what did I say to Lisa? Awesome. I will check it out. Do you have an affiliate link? Now, I'm inviting people to send me an affiliate link, right? Okay. So I would do that for everything. Okay. Now, for interest of time, see, I'm answering everything with a question. What's next on my list? I'm going to go to group 1 and group 2 that I own. Group 1 that I own is expand the business. So I go to group 1. Here's my expand the business group. First thing I do is I do this later. I'm going to go in and figure out who I'm going to let in and who I'm not. So next up, what do? I post a value post. Well, let's just do the same post I did before because that seems kind of fun. And then I'll put a question is here. Have you learned anything from Gary? Okay, so made a value post. What's next? Oh, I need to answer all the comments from yesterday. Okay, so now I'm going to go through here. I go through here. How do we get on? I should be seeing you now. Are you here? Okay. Here's Peggy. She made a post. Now I happen to know I'm friends with her already because she's in my Platinum Air Circle. She's talking about this. I'm going to go comment here. Awesome. How do you find such awesome guests? Question. Okay, Bill, is dating fun? Have not dated in 20 years. So I guess I need to ask you, is it fun? Okay. Here's this. This could be yours. If you don't like where you are, move. You're not a tree. I love it. How you doing? Okay. Now I'm going to go here. Am I friends with her? I'm friends with her. Okay. So Stephanie here, my friend, did you realize how important your coaching is? Now, here we've got other comments here. Now I would go comment on here and I would go, oh yeah. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to engage all these people. Now I'm friends with Sally, right? She's part of our Platinum Air Circle. So I would comment on this. I would do this group 1. Do you guys see what I'm doing? I'm just going through group very quickly. Next up, group 2, which is my real estate investor network. This is also one of the groups that I own. Okay, so I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do the same. Come back here, value post. Okay, value post. Let's just do the same post. Now you'll notice, by the way, I'm not really putting that much thought into this. Copy this. Have you learned any real estate stuff from him? Okay, made a value post. What am I going to do then? I'm going to start to go comment on all the people that posted yesterday and making sure that I'm friends with them. Okay, Peggy, same thing. So you guys can get I'm trying to see if I can find somebody different here. Ken, who's on here? He talks about tax liens and tax deed sales. He's on here. I'm friends with him. So I'm going to go, hey, gang, have you seen Ken's Okay, now I can be a little cheeky because I own the group. I can write whatever I want, right? I probably should have said, get your butt on it, right? It would have been funnier. But I know I'm friends with Ken, so I can sit here and I can go through this. Bill Gross, he's on here. Bill, what is your YouTube channel? Okay, so you guys see what I'm doing? I'm just going through this. Amy, she's on here. Y-Forman LLC for your business. Amy and Lois are on here. You should connect with them if you need a will, by the way. They are with Ladies of Justice League. They're absolutely awesome. Okay, so I've done that for this group. What do I do next? I go to group 1 and group 2 of my prospects. So if one of my groups was what group should I use? What is Real Estate Investor Network 2.0? Is that Debbie's group? I want to post in her group if it isn't. No, it's not. Well, let's just say I would go to 2 groups where my prospects are, right? So I would have those 2 groups. I'm working several different groups at the time. So once I'm done with that, I then go back and I'm done. Simple, easy peasy. Now I can go back and I can go scroll, and then I can go through my news feed and I can read all about this. Again, I'm always looking to see how I can add value. So see you all. So Eileen is on here. I like to comment. This seems awesome. Where is it? Okay, by the way, you'll notice I don't really care about posting. I don't really care about Brian Williams feeling grateful. You right? I hear ya. How goes it? Okay. I'm friends with him. I'm friends with Stu. I don't know if Stu's on here. He runs a fantastic keto group for beginners. There's 70 some odd thousand people in it, 77,000 members of the group. Now, you guys, I'm just playing around. Now I can dilly-dally and go in and do that. And my day is gone. And you'll notice, by the way, let me show you just one more thing, by the way. You are all here, almost all of you are here because you saw a post like this. Look, this had 39 comments. Cut that in half because we gave you all the links. So 18 people left a comment on that. That left you this email. You came onto my email list, right? You joined us on here. Now you're on my email list. Okay. Here's another one comment there. What's your favorite style of music? This had 27 comments. I own a record label. So because I own a music record label, I want to start engaging people in the conversation of music because we help musicians keep and maintain more money of every song and help them make more money, okay? So here's another example. I'm doing a free quick post. You'll notice I didn't post a link. I simply said, hey, if you want to join me, tell me you want to join me below. And then I had 59 comments, so cut that in half. So about 30 people wanted to come to this event. Right from there, I just cut and pasted this. This is the exact same comment that almost everybody got. And if you'll notice in this, I said, let me know when you're in. Why? Because now I want you to comment again so that now I've got more interaction inside of that, right? So Trenton must have said he's in. Right, thank you. Then I could come back in here and go, you are so welcome. Were you on here? Now, I know he's not on here with us, but now he's going to get tagged that says I wanted to join him. He's coming back, and that's how we're starting to create engagement. Okay, so I wanted to just pop in. Let's see if we could ask any questions real quick. Next event is networkingnextlevel.com. That's next Tuesday's event, you guys. Go register for that. If you got some value out of tonight, go give it a register. I'm commenting and questioning like you are on a post from Monday and immediately got 3 responses back to my questions. Exactly, Tim, because now what's happening is when those people are commenting back, you are now becoming more valuable to Facebook. Facebook's going, oh, I better show Tim's comments to more people in the newsfeed. Now you're unlocking more and more people to be able to see. Okay. Oh, I didn't see Eileen. Eileen. Oh, I don't know whether I'm supposed to be excited about that or not. Eileen can't be here on Tuesday because she's getting a new knee on Tuesday. Maybe I should have kept that my mouth shut because she sent me that privately. But Eileen is on here. She's absolutely one of my favorite people on the planet. How many value posts a day would be indicated? I would do as many value posts as I possibly can. Okay. So Bonnie, if you jump on that, just get on the list and I'll send you an email when the next one is. We're going to do at least one of them a month. Okay. Awesome. Sandy.
Thank you. I never have to post on my business page again.
Never
I
have to
probably
post on your
will, but
business.
thank you. You just saved me. I've been on LinkedIn more and more. So, and back to X. Well, it used to be Twitter, but yeah.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
here's the thing, Sandy, you could take that exact same thing and do it on LinkedIn. You could take
Oh,
that
I'm going to do that tonight. Yes.
right. Same thing with groups. Same thing. If you don't own groups, go buy a couple. Like you can do it all day long. So
You can buy them. Nice.
I'm just saying, I buy and sell Facebook groups all the time. Because listen, it's all about lead gen, right? So when you guys come and try to join one of my Facebook groups, it's going to ask you questions to come in. One of those questions is, what's your best email address? I'm going to take that email address. I'm going to put you on my email list. And now I'm going to send you, say, hey, come join this event. Hey, I've got this product coming up. Hey, I recommend this tool. All my email lists, we're not going to get into this tonight, but I do a newsletter once a week. Now I'm building and nurturing those relationships. And then I have about a 47% open rate on that newsletter. And then ultimately, if people get value out of that, I'll say, hey, if you got value out of my newsletter, then come join me on Tuesday for Networking Next Level. And then from there, I'll invite some people to join us in Platinum Inner Circle.
That's my second question. So to grow, I have emails and I want to grow that and I don't have it, but I get your newsletter. So that'll be on Tuesday too.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Bonnie.
Somebody told me that you should only post one post a day and just do comments and stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, there's a name for that person. Broke.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just patently inaccurate.
That doesn't mess with the algorithms if I post most. Okay.
The idea, Facebook wants you to post do you know how often you guys can post on Facebook? You can post 12 times an hour. So whatever 12 times 24 is how many posts you can post on Facebook every single day.
Okay.
There's nobody I know that posts anywhere close to enough on social media. If you ask Gary Vee, he's going to tell you to post 100 times a day.
But with some of the strategies of how we taught tonight, with strategically posting, with value, with engagement, with abilities for people to comment back, asking those questions. If you're just, so it is a certain type of post that you don't want to not do, I guess. But with what we just went over tonight, those types of posts, engagement, basically triggering posts, should be done basically as many times as you can do.
If I could have our Platinum Inner Circle members post 30 times a day with engaging posts. So when you see posts like, do you like pizza? Like Paul Russo is great at this. Do you like pizza? Yes or no? Post a picture of your dog. The reason we're doing that, you guys, is we want to suck you in with giving us comments so that we can then engage you, so that we can then get and build a relationship with you and show our content to you over and over again. Hopefully you go, hey, I want to play with you.
Okay.
Right. So here's the other thing. I'll give one last thing. For those of you that are promoting somebody else's company, and when I say somebody else's company, I mean any company you're promoting that you do not control the bank account to the corporate account. So yes, network marketers and direct sellers, I'm talking directly to you without trying to say it. Okay. Every time you post the name of your company, you are losing business. Because all somebody has to do is go, she's with Transact. I'm going to go Google Transact. And then you know what's going to happen? Someone's going to Google Transact. And because our Platinum Inner Circle members are making videos on YouTube about it, and they're showing up in Transact's Google accounts, my clients are getting your business because they're showing up when people are posting Transact. So for the love of all that's holy, stop posting the name of your company everywhere. I cannot stress that enough. I built a company that was in a product line. I worked with them from 2008 to 2016. the company and I parted ways. I then joined another company that was the same service, same type of service. I made that seamless. It didn't skip a beat because I didn't blast the name of the company all over. I blasted what I could do to help my customers, what I could do to help serve people grow an income. Okay. Awesome. And oh God. And then, oh, man, how do I say it?
Anaya, it's okay.
Anaya.
Thank
Okay.
you for trying.
Thank you.
So yeah, you can post as many times as you oh my goodness, I'm losing my train of thought. My goodness, there was just so much information. So when it comes to the profiles, it's about friends, network. And then you say group is also about networking too, but what would you want to talk about in your groups? Just like whatever similar interest that group has?
Exactly. The group has a similar interest. So like, if you, like I'm in real estate, right? Like I invest in real estate. So in my real estate group, I'm talking about my real estate things. I'm not going to talk about my dog or that I love barbecue in my real estate group. I'm going to talk about interest rates. I'm going to talk about, hey, I'm looking for investors. I'm looking for deals. What do you guys have? Anybody done mobile home? I'm going to promote Ken Letourneau. I'm going to promote Claire. She's on here as well. She does a real estate podcast. Bill Gross, she does a podcast on real estate. So I'm always trying to help people move further along the real estate track in that.
Well, let's just say like you have a business idea in mind, but you're not 100% sure like how to advertise or to generate leads. Would you just have to try to find like a group?
Then what I would do is I would come on Tuesday to
Okay.
next level. And then when I give you the opportunity to book a call with Linda or one of the coaches, you should book a call with Linda, and Linda will be able to help you answer that immediately. She's fantastic.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. And get yourself in a mastermind program.
Yes. Oh, how much is it?
So I made a promise that I wasn't going to mention it on tonight's call because
Okay.
I'm not here to try to sell you guys on a mastermind here at the call. But I will tell you this, is of interest to you. Probably reach out to Linda and get on her schedule and she can talk to you about it. I don't know, Ryan, what do you, I mean, just come on Tuesday. Let me tell you the full thing. Okay?
I plan to be here Tuesday, so.
You what?
I plan to be here next Tuesday.
Awesome. And my guess is Linda will private email you in a second and just say, hey, I'll get you, make sure you're all registered, and she'll take really good care of it.
Okay.
Cool. So Joanna says, what are your thoughts on using tools to automate the posts so we can focus our time on responding to comments? That's fine, but Facebook will not show your post to as many people when you use software. Remember, they are trying to figure out who is on the platform more and engaging. So if you want to use that, fine. I don't use any tools. I can do that in 10 minutes. Okay. Is the VIP and mastery different?
Mastermind is what we're talking about.
Yeah. So VIP is just a VIP at the event. You're gonna get the recordings, you're gonna get the slide deck, and you're gonna get 2 bonus sessions if you upgrade to VIP at the event. The mastermind is very different. All our mastermind members are VIPs. So if you're in Platinum Inner Circle, please, obviously, as you guys know, don't upgrade. We got you covered for that.
Oh, when can we upgrade? Or do we have to like what's the deadline for it, or is there one?
Oh, Tuesday to upgrade to VIP.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah,
Next Tuesday.
during
Okay.
the day, I'll give you the link for sure.
Okay.
Haneen.
So I realized that when you went to the memories and you did not repost the memory, you actually posted it as new.
Yep, I never share
No, it's
anything.
tactical, but
No, it's
can
not
you tell
technical.
me?
Thank you so much for picking up on that. If you share somebody else's post, or if you take a memory and you reshare it, it does not count as a new post. It counts as a previous post that you're just resharing. That's why you saw me save it, copy, paste it, and repost it. Okay.
So it has to be new to be counted in the algorithm as a new post.
Yes, that's a great question. Thank you so much. That's an important distinction.
Thank you.
Hey, Doris.
Oh, okay. You just said that when you, instead of hitting share your memory, you copied it. You copied the message, and then you post the picture someplace else. Because I do this myself. You copied the message and then you went into your pictures and posted that underneath of it.
I just saved the picture to my desktop, and then I just made the post, and I clicked on picture and I just reposted the picture.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I do too. So you're saying it's better to do that
100%.
than to hit share and just share it.
100%.
I wanted to get that clear.
Yep.
Man, it was something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. But I do want y'all to know I am part of Platinum Inner Circle, Casey's mastermind. This is my 3rd year or going on my 4th year. I highly recommend it if you want to grow your business to another level. Casey is very smart, and he's going to help you grow your business. So I just wanted to say that, Casey, as
awesome.
recommendation.
You're going to make a sizzle reel.
Oh, what?
You'll make the sizzle reel. You'll make
Whatever
the
that
sizzle reel
means.
with that.
Well, all right then. But yeah, check him out. He's good at that. It's next Tuesday, right?
Yep, next Tuesday. And I did not plan it this way, so I don't even know if it's possible. But Karen said, "Will you please share us about the mastermind?" I just oh man. Here's the thing. I'll just be, you know what? I'm gonna take 2 seconds to share about the mastermind. And if this is something that is of interest to you, then Linda, can they reach out to you and get on your calendar? I don't even know if Linda's got so much stuff on her calendar that I hate to ask her to open this up. Okay, so you know what? Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you very briefly about the mastermind, and I'll tell you what, you guys can I'll give you my calendar link, and if you want to have a conversation deeper about it, you can, okay? So here,
Casey, I'm sticking the coaching call link in the chat.
Oh, okay. So if this is of interest to you guys, get on Linda's calendar and she'll give you all the like super nitty gritty details. Okay. But come hang out with us on Tuesday. Okay. So Ryan will put oh wait, Linda, did you post that already? Oh no, no, because that's gonna show no, I don't, that hasn't been set with Kay or anybody yet. Okay, so here's the deal. Our mastermind is $8,000 for the year. It includes we do a monthly full day, 8 to 1. On a Saturday, we do 2 group coaching calls together. We've got a really active WhatsApp group. We've got a really active Facebook group. There's a ton of bonuses. We give you an entire CRM system that we build out your first funnel. We build out your first landing page. We go through all of this stuff. You get all the recordings. You're VIP on everything that we do. You're invited to participate in everything that we do. We do not accept people that are jerks. We do not accept people that are racist, homophobic. If you're a meanie and you then don't apply. Don't be with us. Okay. So yeah, so Linda just put her link in there. Go set up some time with Linda to chat. And Linda, can I test this and just make sure that it's?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so Linda has 3 days open next week, it looks like, for you to schedule some time. Okay, so now here's the thing. She will be available on Tuesday, but she'll be with us on our call for the day as well. So if you want to have a conversation, here's the thing. You'll notice here, I think somebody just put, Eileen's been with us for 7 years. If we sucked, she wouldn't be with us for 7 years. Doris wouldn't be with us 3 years. Everybody with us is, Lachelle's been with us for forever. I'm trying to think who else is on here. Anita's been with me for several years. Claire's been with me for several years. Donna Mitchell has been with me for multiple years. Doris, Eileen, Emmeline, I'm just looking at all the people that are on here. Katrina Wiggins, Lachelle, Laura Fox, Lois, Michelle. Rommel is part of it. If we sucked and people did not get value out of it, they wouldn't stay multiple years. That's the best sales pitch I can possibly give you. Okay. Emmeline just came on board her 2nd year. I didn't want to make this a big pitch for our Platinum Inner Circle, but here's the thing I can tell you. If you're ready to rock and roll, come join us. Have a conversation with Linda and jump on board. Okay, if you need extra help, we've got businesses in there in all walks of life. We've got businesses and business owners from idea to multi-million dollars in revenue and everything in between. But I wanted to bring this to you guys to just bring value. I really wanted it to be this and not a big invitation to Platinum Inner Circle. However, some of you need what we have. You need a community. You need people to hold you accountable. You have an accountability coach every week. You need a community where you can bounce ideas off of. We really work behind the scenes to get everybody up and running. I'm looking at Donna Mitchell. If you would have seen Donna Mitchell a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, to where she is today, different woman, right? So anyways, I just want to open this up before we leave out of here. I was hoping to get you guys out 21 minutes ago. That didn't happen. I tend to go long when I get really excited about stuff, so I apologize. But I want to open up. Did you guys get some value out of this? Did you take something away from this that you learned? How are we feeling tonight?
I'm feeling really good, Casey. I want to let everybody know how awesome you are, Ryan, how awesome the group is. It's worth every moment. Come Tuesday, it's going to give you additional insight, but my background, my insight, mindset, everything. I didn't even want to do a video. I didn't even know what Facebook is. I'm still working on that piece, but I got everything else rocking and rolling, like LinkedIn, like Instagram. So it's definitely worth it. I didn't mean to take the time, but my infrastructure, the digital, the time, the care, the accountability, the growth, the trends, the emerging trends, everything in advance, you need to jump on it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Donna. She's got a great podcast, by the way, and I'm not saying this because she's had me as a guest on there. She has a great podcast. She's all about Web3 and the metaverse and shit that's mostly really technical. But she makes it really simple and easy to understand. So
But I was in network marketing and he didn't want to hear it, so I did change.
I just knew you were meant for bigger things at the moment.
Well, I can I say something?
Who was this? Hey, Sharon.
I'm new at this, so I got value out of it. I'm gonna start. I've got a helper because I work and I have 2 companies, and I'm gonna have a helper, and I'm gonna have her watch this. She probably already knows all about it, but we'll start doing this, and then I would be interested in going on, and I'm a little bit confused about the content that we're supposed to put, not listing the company, not listing the company name opposed to what you want to sell. Everybody has something else they're selling, something else they have to offer to society. So it's just, that's the interesting part to me, that I have to learn a lot.
Yeah, that Sharon,
so
honestly,
I don't even know how to sign up for the next networking, the networking. Yeah.
Ryan
Next level.
All you have to do is click the link that Ryan just posted in the chat, and it'll take you right to that page.
Oh, like that?
Yep, very easy. Bonnie, thank you so much. That's really sweet. Tim wants to double his business in 24. Don't want to wear myself out in the process. I see how this can help. Tim, you should definitely be part of our mastermind. Trust me, we have got two travel pros in there. They both do very, very well.
Well, I just want to say, if you want to learn and grow better, it is awesome to learn from all these great people. As I say, this might be going on my 4th year, Casey. My year is coming up, but every year I say I can't leave Casey. I'm learning too much because, man, when you're on a roll, you got to stay with the growth so you can keep growing. So as a person who's been here going on almost 4 years, I highly recommend it. So
Awesome.
check him out.
Awesome. Thanks, Doris. Anybody have any other questions on Facebook? I really want to keep the focus on you guys and walking out here learning stuff.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're in other people's groups, how are you doing the friending in that respect?
Same way. What I'm doing is I'll just show you real quick. So if I'm in somebody else's group, Okay, if I'm in somebody else's group, right? So let's just see here. Let's say I'm in the Colorado Real Estate Investors Network group. Okay, so Mario, see how I scrolled over her name? I'm not friends with her. I would just click add friends.
Okay.
Okay, then I go here, Ashley. I'm not friends with Ashley. I would send it to her. Erica Bright, I would send it. If I clicked over and it said like, then I know it's a page. I wouldn't do that. So I'm looking for people that are active. They're posting.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm okay with this, you guys. I have a lot of clients in Colorado Springs and they're in real estate. So I'm okay sending first. I don't get too worked up over how many, because remember, these are just fish in a barrel to me at the moment. Until they are on my email list, they're not a huge value to me while they're on Facebook. So once you join my email list, now I know that you've taken a step closer to working with me or buying something from me or allowing me to show you what I got to offer. Right? So, okay. Thanks, Julie. Appreciate it. Awesome. Sandy. Oh, wait, sorry, Michelle, did you finish?
No, earlier you said 25 and before you had said something like 49 on friends per day. Has it changed?
Yeah,
Or is that
hang on, you're in Platinum Inner Circle, so I moved it to 49. I'm trying to keep it really basic on this.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so for you, I would say 49. You don't want to go over 50 messages a day or 50 friend requests a day. So I just say it's 25 when we're.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, Sandy.
Just clarification, when you were just in that group, and you said something that caught my attention. You looked at it and you hovered over it, and then you said, well, I'm going to add this person as a friend. And then you said something about the word like. I see if it had a like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because if it's a like, that means that somebody is.
What does that mean? I'm not quite sure. I tried to watch what you were doing.
I'm going to explain it.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. So,
or maybe do it again.
No, okay, this is a perfect example. So I'm in the Facebook group. When I click over the person's name, see how it says followers here?
Yeah.
And message? This is a business page. This is not a person's profile.
Oh.
So I'm not going to like a business page.
Got it. Okay.
So if I look on Angela here, I can add her as a friend. Okay. But when I look at Mackenzie Jackson, that's a page. I don't care about pages because they're useless.
That's right.
Okay.
True.
So Sarah Kerms here, right? Send her a friend request. Now I could go in here and add all this. So while most people are scrolling, I'm adding friends. I'm in here doing things that are on purpose and with intention, because I know that at the end of the day, I'm at about 4,4,800 friends. I want to get that back to about 5,000 so I can run inactive friend report, dump 2,500 people that have not interacted with me in 6 months, and I can start the whole process over.
And one more question. So, you know me, I'm a huge sports fan, and I've been guilty of. So will they forget that if I just keep it clean now and going forward, they won't know any different?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very forgiving. After a few days, that's why I don't post videos and I don't give that too much credence to this, because it's so what am I trying to say? It's so forgiving. So you don't really have to scramble. Now I will say this, for our Platinum Inner Circle members, when they join, the thing I do ask them to do is go back and audit their Facebook page, and any post on those 5 things that they've done in the last 7 days, I ask them to delete, because we're in the mode of we're like working and cranking. So I don't want to risk it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim says, glad I didn't get caught up in one of the dumps of your friends.
Yeah.
Here's why. You don't get dumped off the friends report if you interact with me. So if you like, comment, or share on something of mine in the next 6 months, then you won't get caught up in that. So do you guys see that? So if Joan like never says anything more to me, now she's interacted with me a lot. So she'll probably make it past that. But that report's going to show anybody that hasn't interacted with me, and you can do it 90, 180 days or whatever.
Or you can pay them off like I do.
Yeah. He sends me Bitcoin. It's fantastic.
That's a whole nother Zoom.
Yeah, that's a whole nother Zoom. Awesome. Okay, you guys. So listen, I didn't really think about this, but now that I'm thinking about it, we should do it this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post this video up on YouTube. Okay. And then once I get it up on YouTube, Ryan will send you all out an email that says, hey, here's the link if you want to go watch it on YouTube. Okay. So you got to give me a day or so because I'm in the middle of another event. But I'll try to get it up on YouTube tonight if I can. If not, it'll be tomorrow night. And then I'll get Ryan to send you guys an email that says, hey, here's the link on YouTube. Okay. And Ryan, can you drop the link for Networking Next Level in there again? And Linda, if you're still on here, if you would drop your coaching link on there one more time. I think Linda had it bold. Thank you, Susan. There's a lot of people that might disagree with you, but I'll take it. Yeah, absolutely, Bonnie. Yeah, once I get it up on YouTube, I'll put the link for Networking Next Level up there as well. I'll also put the link for Inactive Friend Report on there as well. And yeah, if you guys want to share it out, that would be awesome. Okay, cool. Awesome, you guys. Hey, now I'm really 2 minutes over because I gave myself only tonight till whatever. So I appreciate you guys so very much. I'm going to pop the recording off. So the recording is done.